I don't feel like being in the office right now, so I've been meaning, there's a little pond over here in the neighborhood, and I've been meaning to see if we can catch any bass there. I took Ava there to catch bluegill, but let's see if there's any bass there, and while we're fishing, we'll just answer the questions there. It's Friday, I slept in, I kind of have a new schedule, so it's messing with my golf and fishing a little bit. So let's get some time on the water right now. Let's go. Random pond behind the house. Like that's over there is right where the community pool is, so we're right off to Cloverly. Let's see if there are any bass in here. What a random day. Water's nasty. This is typically what I wouldn't use this, but it's already on, so let's give it a couple casts. I would typically never use this because I don't catch many fish on this buzzbait, but chill, boy. That's the nice thing about ponds sometimes, is that people don't think about fishing them. So they're pretty aggressive when they see something new. Damn, that was fun. Tiny, but big. Big belly.
Missed it, but first cast.
First cast. Alright, well, buzzbait working, I guess. Alright, we gotta be on it now, I guess. They're alive in here. Oh. Got another hit. Well, at least we know that they're bass in here. Alright, should we work a little bit?
Yeah.
Start answering some questions?
Your take on someone not taking a rest day?
It's silly. It's not taking a rest day is silly. And my reasoning for this is because imagine you fell off a bike and scraped your skin. That's pretty much what's happening when you're training, when you're lifting weights, you're tearing muscle. So imagine you fell off your bike and scraped the same spot on your elbow or on your knee day after day after day after day. You're doing that to your muscles, and you're also doing it to your central nervous system. Things need to get back to homeostasis. So that skin would never recover if you never gave it a day where you didn't fall. Same with weight training. Weight training, you need to train hard, replenish, recover, rinse, and repeat. So that's why you need a rest day. You're not going to grow past to your full potential if you're not taking your rest days.
Does cardio have to be sprinting / high intensity for weight loss?
No. There's nothing wrong with it, but no, it doesn't have to be. And based on what your goals are, and if you want, how much muscle you want to put on, it's low intensity, steady state. The best in the world do low intensity, so you don't need high intensity. Now, there's a place for high intensity, but no. Do you need it? Is it required? No.
One supplement for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Fish oil.
Fish oil. Why fish oil?
Because we're fishing. Ooh, almost just had one. That might have been a bluegill. No, fish oil, because for overall health, I think fish oil is kind of your one-stop shop. Not for your multivitamins or anything like that, but if you look at the biggest killers in the United States, like heart disease and things like that, fish oil, we just recorded a little video on fish oil, right? Like,
yeah.
The amount of benefits of fish oil, from cognitive health to cardiovascular health to skin, health and hair, nails. Like fish oil is kind of like magic, to be honest, with all the benefits that it has. Now, we spoke about the EPA and DHA ratios and stuff like that, but I'm tempted to say whey isolate as well, but I don't have a problem getting food. And I would take whole food over whey isolate. That's why my answer is fish oil. And if you haven't seen our video on fish oil, if it's not out yet, I have a deeper explanation of why I love fish oil so much.
Does it really matter if you're dirty bulking or not? At the end of the day, I just want size.
If you just want size, then no, it doesn't matter. If you don't care what kind of tissue the size is. Like my 600-pound life might be your goal, which is fine. I just wouldn't say it's healthy. You might take a lot of years off your life. But if you just want size, dirty bulk your life away. Now, if you have body composition goals and you care about muscle and fat composition and fitness and health, you can have your moments where you enjoy food, but I would not have dirty bulking be your best option for building muscle, even if you're trying to have the scale go up. It's a suboptimal option that just kind of panders to you wanting to eat like shit instead of doing the hard work. But you're talking to a foodie, so I love me some dirty cheat meals, but a cheat meal is a planned, scheduled, even if you fall off every now and then, a cheat meal is that, like, it's premeditated, like you know when you're gonna have it. So drop the whole dirty bulking idea. It's outdated, it's stupid. Also, to add on top of that, when your body fat percentages get too high, you're gonna become more insulin resistant. So your pumps aren't gonna be as good, you're not gonna be as reactive to carbohydrates when you go train. And also, your testosterone's gonna drop. So you might be dirty bulking your life away and just getting worse. There's a point of no return when it comes to gaining fat. Now, if you want to build muscle, yeah, you're gonna have to put on a little fat here and there, but you should still be able to see your abs. Do you need abs when you're sitting down and crunched over? Do you need to be shredded then? No, that's like super low body fat. But getting softer is fine, but don't let yourself get sloppy. You will always want to look like you're into fitness the entire year.
It says, I know hydration is important. It's hard to drink so much though. Any tips?
I want to be careful with just calling drinking a lot of water hydration. Just because you're drinking a lot of water doesn't mean you're fully hydrated. But tips on drinking more water. You say you don't like water, have a habanero pepper and don't drink water. You're gonna want that water more than anything. So I would add some cayenne pepper to your meals, make them a little spicier than usual, than you're used to, and you'll net out in drinking more water. Also, make sure you're exercising. The more you exercise, the more water you're gonna wanna drink. Now, when it comes to hydration, look at things like the ingredients in Element, or even Raw is gonna come out with a hydration supplement. But hydration, like, you need sodium, magnesium, calcium, carbohydrates, carbohydrate. So these are all minerals that help receive the water. But yeah, that's more of a how do I drink more water question. So you could also flavor your water with low calorie flavors if you're really if you just can't do regular plain water, like Mio or something like that, that every grocery store has. Yes, mainly from the gym. I'm assuming it's from the aspect of lifting weights. Yeah, when I was doing more powerlifting program, I herniated a disc pretty badly in my early 20s. And I recovered from it pretty quickly with just physical therapy alone. And then I hurt my back again this past December just picking up a dumbbell. I just didn't brace properly, and I probably wasn't training core enough. Oof, missed it. But yeah, those are, knock on wood, really the only injuries that I've had in the gym, because again, I train for physique. I don't do any powerlifting stuff. I have to knock on wood now. That felt so stupid. But yeah, because I've never really been into performance in the gym outside of playing sport, when I was more of an athlete, performance is typically where you get injured the most. You know, when you're chasing numbers, the weight's always gonna win. Weight and time are undefeated. But yeah, luckily those have been my only injuries. And I've had little like tendonitis and tendinosis that every time I get it or get a little flare up, Dr. Balkan is able to fix. So he's been my saving grace, staying healthy into my 30s now. And I changed the way I train. I don't train the way I used to.
I'm going on a 3 to 7 day vacation. Should I keep nutrition in mind or pig out?
I mean, do what you want. It's vacation. No, seriously. It's vacation. How long have you been in a deficit for? Are you mentally okay with the way your physique looks right now? Are you gonna feel like complete shit when you get back home? Or are you gonna be okay with it and not train out of self-hate when you get back? So you gotta analyze that kind of stuff. I never am really an advocate of pigging out 24/7. I do like to have my reward meals and kind of let the reins loose there. But typically what I do on vacation is I save all my, if I'm being mindful of body composition and still want to have fun, I save all my carbs and fats for the evening or the meal that I have the most value over, which is typically like going out for dinner. And the day from there on out, even if we do go to restaurants, I'm gonna order like a lean protein source with veggies and just backlog all those that carbs and fats for later on.
Should I eat food right when I wake up? It's so hard to eat.
Okay. It's goal dependent. It's not the end of the world if you miss breakfast. But if I had to choose, I would prefer if you had breakfast. And you might not want to eat in the morning because you might be eating like complete shit at night. So your digestion is just clogged up in the morning. Obviously you don't want to eat. Typically that's what happens. People fast in the morning. They're like, oh, I never have appetite in the morning. Then they'll have a damn salad for lunch. And then by the time they get home from work, they're stressed. They have emails that they haven't answered. Their boss went in on them. Their boyfriend or girlfriend is pissed at them for something. And then they stress eat at night. And then you're just gonna binge eat at night. And no wonder you're not gonna wanna eat in the morning. So clean up your eating at night and you're gonna be more hungry in the morning. And you don't need to eat right away. It's not a race to eat. You could do what I do, fasted cardio, right? Get your body going, wake it up a little bit, and then have something. You'll be able to uptake those nutrients a little better. It doesn't need to be HIIT training or anything crazy. Ooh, I might get stuck in the tree here. There you go. Snaggle man.
Right now, what superpower would your daughter have based on personality/behavior?
Mind reader. Next question.
That's it, that's the last question.
Okay.